champion till I die. Every morning, every night, boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side, pick a side. Only two options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time, we already on the way. Better get themselves in line, thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros. And that's when the crowd starts to shout. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Yeah, spill venom.
A ver, la primera peleita.
We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe. No matter the weather, rain, sunny or snow. I guess all the sacrifice was worth it. The pain made perfect and gave me a purpose, yeah. And I still don't get no breaks. And you about to learn why if you in my way. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves. And here we go. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody back home.
Time for our tale of the tape. Joe Louis. He's 6'2" tall, 181 pounds. The one and only. The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury, this multi-time heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Manchester, England. He'll beat you down and then sing to you afterwards.
Just take note, Todd. Check out the reach. Check it out.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner,
So much hype surrounding this fight.
Aquí estamos.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest.
Yo estoy jugando online ahora.
Through the hook, didn't land. Beautiful counter punch. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move.
To punch himself out, though. How about that time counter shot? Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do?
Uy, me
Step
salté
back,
esa.
steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. The game
Uy, me
does
salvé.
not seem to be working here. What's he have to do different? They ring the bell, and here we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Oye, pega fuerte. No, la cabeza me la caga.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, you want to bait them in to throw first. Make them think you're going to throw a punch so that they exchange.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Walked away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point. When are we going to see a jab from these two?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
It's obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
Never gonna happen. If you've got a good jab, you've got a good reach. I know nobody could ever get past that jab.
The courage on display here is incredible.
Oh,
Very close now with 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in. And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
You've got to be like Oliver Twist. Be a pickpocket, in and out. Don't stand there and be so obvious.
That counter punch caught him clean.
mira, weón.
You'd like to see more jabs. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Those punches add up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Neither fighter willing to slow down. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10. This may do it. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Buena, buena, el loquito va a pelear.
Hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Every time. And the referee will begin the count. 10 seconds to get up. I don't see any movement here. It looks like this one's going to be over. How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Resilience, to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Halfway through the round and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
¿Cómo va a pegar tan lejos, weón?
What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. This next round is going to be... And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
What a nightmare scenario! Perfect counter lands. How did they survive?
No, estoy weando. Mentira esa weá.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, Bob. You know what? The cornermen now, it's down for them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Perfect counter shot. That counter shot lands. Let's see how the game plan changes. They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Didn't land that jab. Just misses with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle.
Esa weá que me hace, weón.
Throwing the hook but it doesn't score. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
And you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Shot length. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Continues to touch him up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
Ay, no, cayó.
Seemed like an eternity. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here. The building is going bananas. Will they see a huge upset here? Perfect counter lands. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it. Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Hook misses. He wasn't ready for that counter punch. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
A couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Very close fight here in this round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Okay.
Touch him up. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Nobody home with that hook. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knock. And there's the bell to start the round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweight.
I've seen it so many times. One punch changes everything. I've seen guys winning hands down. They decide to showboat and show off them. Blam! It's over. So they've got to stay sharp. One punch changes everything.
Not a lot of defense here at all. Real good back and forth between these two fighters. Both men step back for just a moment.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously the glamour is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there, and you're letting the shots go. You've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history book.
Oh!
Work needs to be done in this corner. They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round was a disaster. What can they do here to turn this around?
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not and twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Tried to score with that hook, but missed. Swing and a miss with the jab. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Stamina is off the charts.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Well, you know with featherweights, the hands are going to be flying. A lot of punches. So much for defensive abilities.
Ah, tan rápido que pega.
1, 2, 3, 4.
No se la acaba nunca la estamina.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. You've got to wonder how. And there's the bell to start the round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Missing with that jab. They threw the hook. It didn't land. Game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Back in the history books.
Ah, la wea.
In the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights. We know.
Fíjate, Juan. Sí, pero después de Juan. Ahí está eso.
These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being huge.
What a massive upset this would be. Nice counter shot. It looks like he might not be as hurt as we thought.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corners? How are they going to get through this? Defense is everything, because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on it.
Corner's got the towel. They...
Ay, me pegó de tan lejos, weón.
A huge momentum. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. We couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Good counter punch. They're in trouble. Thought for a second of getting out of trouble, but now he's right back in the phone booth.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that at the beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
Jab misses. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. Which fighter will say no mas?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy.
Pero cómo pega tanto si no tiene estamina, weón.
Fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst. Boom! In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's...
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As bad as boxing. They ring the bell, and here we go. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. They exchange punches.
Yeah.
Do you believe what we're seeing? Perfect counter shot. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed, and you got. Why weren't they more cautious?
No, cagué.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit. No one would have blamed him if he didn't get up, but here we go again, and this could get ugly.
Gotta waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then gotta paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just gotta make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's gonna get momentum and pull him down again. And that's a lot of points for losing him. Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've gotta be smart. Get in there. Then boom! Back in the same spot again. It happened once, and you got away with it. You can do it again.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Good counter punch. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees...
Buena. Y ahora estoy listo, si queréis jugar. ¿Qué están jugando ustedes?
You are the sweetest thing joy you bring. Yeah. But I'm coming back, knocking down the door. I'm coming back, Are you ready? Are you ready for more? Are you ready for more? Regrets, oh, I have a few. I tried to change what I cannot undo, but I'm coming back, knocking down the door. Coming back, are you ready? 'Cause I'm coming back, knocking down the door. Coming back, are you ready for more? Oh, are you ready for more? Oh, are you ready for more? Are you ready for more? And I'm coming back, knocking down the door. Coming back, are you ready? Are you ready? Coming back, knocking down the door. Coming back, are you ready? Are you ready for more? Yeah, are you ready for more? Are you ready? Are you ready for more? Are you ready for more?
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly.
What a beautiful day for a fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Larry Holmes, watch out for that reach of 206 centimeters. He's also 191 centimeters tall and weighed in at 103 kilos. And his opponent, Tommy the Duke Morrison. He weighed in at 101.2 kilos, and he'll have a reach of 193 centimeters.
You want to get out of the way, because when you've got a brawler that's in your face that wants to walk through you like a truck, you've just got to use your speed, use that reach, use that height, and keep them off you, because if they get up close and personal, you're going to have no ribs left.
Here comes the Easton assassin, Tommy the Duke Morrison, one of the most entertaining and electrifying heavyweights in the world. Some say one of the best left hooks in the history of...
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses, because we're fighting outside, and what a main event this should be.
Todd, the heat is on.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as they touch gloves, and here we go. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Look at that overhand right. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter shot.
Ya me cago. Mira ya.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. And of course, we fight outside today, Johnny, and that's going to put a little extra strain on both of these fighters' conditioning.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this? Your feet are on fire, Tom. They're on fire in the ring.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. That jab doesn't score.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They've got to use their jab better in this fight. He scores with the counter. He threw the hook, didn't land. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. As bad as boxing. And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You fight the Swami, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Perfect counter shot. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice job getting that punch through. This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. He threw a punch and just got countered.
Mira, Juan, hell.
Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
You know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you...
They ring the bell, and here we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They're in trouble. As he survived the storm, he's throwing punches again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You don't want to trade shots. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Oh, what a punch! This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. The game plan does not... They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
It's bombs away. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go. You know that.
Because they're so big, because they can push, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire, because somebody's going to get hurt and someone's got to react.
They're both trying for a knockout. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? They threw the hook. It didn't land. Nice counter shot. They are not going to let... Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well done with that counter shot. Defense failed them. What else could they do but to take a knee here?
That must have really dented the ego. You don't want your opponent to see you do that. Hey!
Got to use their jab better in this fight. Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Remember, with the lighter weights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night work for the referee.
What a massive upset this would be. They are going to surrender. No mas. Well, there you have it. It is official now, and that is not
Winner.
wanted this fight to end.
They don't like that. Listen to them. Oh, listen to that. When he gets back to the gym, his team is going to give him hellfire. This is what you work on as a fighter.
Esto.